To start, let's talk about laws and regulations in our country. What are the laws and regulations for advertising in Mexico? Well, according to Mexican laws, there are certain regulations that companies must consider when it comes to advertising. One of them is the law for the transparency, prevention, and combat of improper practices in the matter of contracting advertising. Within this legislation, the purchase of advertising space is regulated. For example, the agencies will only be able to acquire these spaces as representative of the advertisers to a contract and directly from a communication medium, digital, printing, audio, visual, etc. If there are financial relations between the advertising agency and the medium that is intended to be contract to provide advertising space, that register must be informed in writing. Um, the Federal Economic Competition Commission will be in charge of imposing sections that can reach up to 4% of the offer income. And also we have the General Health Law in the provincial regarding advertising. This law is intended to prevent advertising that puts the safety, physical, and mental integrity or dignity of the people at risk. The next question is what are the benefits for the consumers? Well, one of the laws that tell us the benefits is the federal law for protection of the consumer. The aim of this law is promoting and protecting the rights and culture of the consumer and seeking fairness, certainty, and legal certainty in relations between spoilers and consumers. This law indicates that in Mexico, advertising that includes or may induce an error or confusion will be illegal for its incursive. Um, and as well the regulations of the Federal Consumer Protection Law that process to be following is stipulated or to vary before the federal, well, the Profeco, that affects that acts of misleading advertising are not being carried out and that the advertising of the products that are at base can be like corroborated. And to finish, the last question is what are the responsibilities for the companies? Well, basically, there are many of them, but it indicates that the National Banking Commission may order the suspension of advertising carried out by credit institutions when its opinion is in placing currency or unfair competition between them, or that due to any other circumstance that may lead the heroes with respect to their own operation of services. And in the industrial property law, in this section, any act that is carried out against good practice or customs in industry, commerce, and service that imply unfair competition or that attempt or success in discrediting other products, it will be bring it an administrative sanction. To finish, there are federal copyright law regarding advertising uses. It regulates the public exhibition by any means of literary and artistic works protected under copyright. In addition, it's um, it stipulates the guidelines to be followed for advertising contracts whose purpose is the exploitation of product artistic or literally works. And that's all for today. And thank you for your time and attention.